So I'm recording this on November 7th, 2020. It looks like Biden is projected to win the presidential election of 2020. And I want to say that I noticed, I can't say that this is the only reason he won, but there was a time when Trump had some major disagreements with the Democrats in Congress about a second wave of COVID-19 relief packages. And the end result was inaction, right? Nothing was passed, and it probably didn't contribute very highly to his ratings. And I can't say if it's a good or a bad thing. I really don't understand politics, but the result is that inaction is what resulted from it. And I took a life lesson from that. It reminded me of a year ago when I almost lost my job as an adjunct professor because of an interaction I had with one of my students. My student had made an appointment with me the second day of class. He wanted to come to an office hours that was before the class, and he said he wanted to come at 6 o'clock. And I have another job at a different location, and I had about an hour in between, and I have to commute as well. So I went to get some food, and I sat down at the campus break room to eat, and unfortunately my student showed up early. He showed up at 5:30, and I gotta give the student some credit for sticking up to himself. Though the students technically aren't even allowed in the break room, but he showed up like he owned the place. He greeted me. He talked to me like I was a family member, and some people were just really good at driving the conversation. I got to be better at that. You know, I bet I could hold on to my jobs a whole lot better or negotiate better terms if I went to my manager or people in charge and talked to them almost like they couldn't leave me, right? Like I was a family member, right? I suck at doing that. Anyways, getting back to the story, he showed up early, and what was really annoying, I don't know if this is probably something only somebody with an eating disorder could understand, but he showed up after I took 2 bites of my food. Had he shown up before I even started eating at all, it might have been easier to handle. But whatever the case is, he showed up. And I was trying to get him out the door. Like, just shy of saying, "Get out." Like, I was that angry. So I answered him very rashly, hoping he wouldn't realize that the answers didn't make any sense, so that he would get out. And to his credit, this student really stood up for himself. He said that it was only the second day of class and he's already having this much trouble. He wants to drop the course, and he asked me how to do it. Now my adrenaline's really pumping because I knew he wasn't going to make very good remarks if he dropped the course. With my adrenaline pumping, somehow I survived the student, and I got him on his way, and he got a B in the class. So we're both happy now. But it goes to show that by not taking any action, that inaction might be the worst action you could take, right? Had I just said that, I'd like to eat, and we still got like 30 minutes, and maybe I could have even suggested somewhere he could take a walk, right? This was during the summertime. No, actually, this was early fall last year. It was still nice weather. I could have even suggested somewhere that he could have walked in the city, get some scenery, get some fresh air, and we would have both been happy, right? And had he not left after I said that, well, that's on him, right? But even if I didn't do that perfectly, right, I could have just said that we got 30 more minutes, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But by not doing anything, I took the path of inaction, which in itself is an action, right? It might be the worst action you could take, right? And what happened with Trump, with his second wave of stimulus that he pushed for 8 months without any action, even if it wasn't the best stimulus that he could have agreed on, right? I don't know. I'm really not into politics. I'm just noting that the fact that no action was taken. Well, whatever the case is, right? The risk of any action always has to be balanced with the risk of inaction, and sometimes even a slightly inaccurate action is much better than inaction. Thanks for watching.